All right. I'm about to mute you for a second. Hold on. This is the controversial Best in Swoop show, and I'm here with my co-hosts, the boys who are slowly maturing, need more hoes, Meek Mill braids,
It's a
Bets,
Mink Mill Braves.
the beautiful Big Leo energy, Big MILF, controversial Christine. Leo season is approaching. Everybody, Gemini season, she's trying to push out the way real quick,
Facts.
and yours truly, the Brooklyn aficionado slash Oakland based .g, and I'm yours truly, the coolest one of this podcast in the world, Vis Swoops. I got my new little setup in the crib. My office is finally done. We've been on a hiatus. I've been redecorating the crib and doing mad kinds of crazy shit. My space is done. This is my new podcast space. I got to get my little over 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 the head lamp, feel me, so I can look like I'm doing monologues and shit. But what's good? How y'all doing? How's things been going? We're back. We're working. What's new?
No, I graduated. I don't think I graduated while I was on the show. I don't think I've seen that. So I got a
You was
diploma.
about a week or so out of graduating. Congratulations, best for graduating.
Fuck
So did you get
niggas.
some
Congrats,
graduation
Brody.
pussy?
I don't want to speak on that. I'm a mature man now.
So
Oh wow, you don't need
you
no
leaving?
more hoes.
Are you leaving?
No.
Are you
I'm always
slowly leaving the young and turnt best to become big bro best?
Nah. Big bro best is Steffon Diggs. Just I ain't got the money yet though. But we're gonna get into that later.
Anything you want to add, Christine? What's doing before we start?
Um,
Did you went on vacation, right?
yeah, I went to Spain. I went to Portugal. I'm going to DR on my birthday, but I'm thinking about switching it and going to Jamaica.
Are you
Um,
about to have them homeless bums rubbing on you with that whatever that shit is?
yeah, and I do want to say because we haven't been here in a minute, and
That was hate. My bad.
I got people messaging me. So if you see this, I got people messaging me on Instagram mainly, asking like why the fuck I don't do interviews anymore. So it's not that I don't do any interviews anymore, but I did take a long break from it because I wanted to transition into doing different types of interviews. But I want to let y'all know I am going to be back up and running, but it's been very hard. A lot of people have known that I've done interviews with like baddies, girl from Zeus, now that's TV, and I wanted to do different types of interviews. But I'm not going to hold you, y'all. It's really hard to get interviews with the platform that I have who don't want to be associated with those girls. No cap. So just stay tuned. I'm not done forever, but I have people messaging me like, "You done? Like we haven't seen you in a minute." So I
You
just
gotta
want
understand. Yesterday's price is not today's price, and
yeah.
we adulting over here. We elevating, we growing, we revamping. So
Mm-hmm.
the content is gonna look different, but Christine is still in very much so in media. It's just that some of y'all niggas that ain't worth talking to, she's not talking to no more. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it. I get the same thing. Niggas be asking me, yo, when I'm gonna do another interview with an artist. Listen, I don't want to talk to you up and coming niggas like that unless I really like your shit. That's the truth at this point in time. Unless you did something crazy or I really like your shit, I'm not talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we want to start? Best, you would it up. Do you want us to start there? Because we can just get right to the shit.
Nah, let's start somewhere else because that's gonna be a long conversation. You know how that goes. We talk about it every week. Let's talk about something else. You feel me? I know people. The
Get
Do you
people
want
paid,
to
are,
start
young
with
nigga, get
the,
paid.
huh?
Say
I'm
get
bad. We're
paid,
not
young nigga, get paid.
all right. 11 inmates in Louisiana escape. You want to give us the breakdown on that, Best?
Oh yeah. There was 11 inmates that escaped from New Orleans. It was. I think by now there's only 2 remaining that are still on the run. One of them just did a video recently saying he's innocent, and the person they're accusing him of having an issue with. I didn't read into what the actual issue was, but the person they're accusing.
It was a kidnapping, strangulation, and a couple of other things. It sounded like he said they basically was dating. There was some domestic dispute stuff. But he said in a court affidavit, she said that this stuff did not happen.
Right.
But at the same time, when domestic disputes happen sometimes and police get involved and they do hospital, he probably had to go to the hospital. It don't matter if she said he didn't do it. They'll do their due diligence of like getting her checked out and stuff like that, and seeing the marks and all that kind of stuff and the bruising. And the state will push for that case regardless of what she's saying. You feel me? So that's kind of how what's going on right there.
So what strangle? Like, does you strangling a girl? What's the most time you could get out of that? Because why didn't they say domestic violence at first? Because the way he was making it seem like he's facing a lot of time, like life possibility. You feel me? So I think domestic violence usually people get out on probation or the girl come to court and drop the case. Like, how's that? But
he got hit with kidnapping too.
Oh yeah.
So you got strangulation is 3 years in Louisiana. He got killed with like 2 kidnapping charges. And I'll tell you what kidnapping will leave you with.
Niggas love adding shit onto a kidnapping charge.
So yeah, 2nd degree kidnapping is punishable by 5 to 40 years in prison. I think he got charged with aggravated kidnapping, which results in life imprisonment without parole. So he got hit with aggravated kidnapping charges. That's why he was looking at life in prison.
Cause I see everybody that escaped was looking at life. Like when you look at the charge, everybody's murder. I even think. Let me just talk about this. One of them dudes is so dumb. Like he's so dumb. You escape from jail. The next day you go on live in your hood in your neighborhood. Talk about I'm out first day home. Like they just released you out on bond. Like they don't know where they don't know they can't track you.
With the IP first day home.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if he said exactly that, but like I'm fresh home. He said I'm fresh home. He's dumb.
Like, but you gotta think about it. Them niggas ain't got no money. They don't got no. They're gonna go back to what they know. Everybody think that when I get out of jail, I'm gonna just go to another country. It ain't that easy. You gotta have money and resources to do that. These niggas don't got that. They just niggas that committed crazy ass crimes. That got crazy ass charges, and they got crazy ass sentences. And now they like, fuck it, we could break out. Let's do it. But I'll tell you what though, niggas ain't never breaking out of that prison again anytime soon.
Yeah, but you know what? Also, they said they had help from people that working inside of
they going down.
Members. Yeah, they got caught up.
Them niggas is gonna tell.
Now, they're gonna tell because it was what's called correction officers. They ain't trying to be the prisoners. They don't be on the other side of that.
Nah, the correction officers is going down regardless. You're not getting fired.
I said they got caught up already. They already got caught up. Even the janitor got caught up.
Yeah, you going down, bro. Which is stupid. That's dumb. You just ruin your job to try to help niggas get out of jail.
That's OD stupid.
This is why people be like, yo, you should be working as a CEO and do with the adults. I'm like, nah, bro, because I'm not about to bring nothing in for nobody. I'm not about to help nobody. I'm good, bro. Can't do it.
Swear. Well, I ain't gonna lie. One of them dudes was on trial right now, and his lawyer was like, "Damn, we on day 3 of the trial, and he just escaped. Like that's the dumbest thing you could do, bro. Like you could have. I mean, then again, it's like he probably knew he was guilty. He probably knew it was over.
Hey man, niggas is cooked, but that's Louisiana for you. That is Louisiana. Anything else we want to add to this shit?
Nah, they got 2 people on the loose. The one dude, he keep recording videos, say he's innocent. I just be careful out there because they're gonna use that IP address to track where you recording the videos from. So.
Bro, he is done, nigga. He gonna be out for like another maybe 2 weeks, bro. They're gonna lock that nigga up. You can't hide that nigga forever. Because anybody in his family they even had contact with him, they're gonna lock them up for 80 minutes better than
I think somebody's grandma got locked up behind that for why.
Yeah, nigga, it's over. Nigga, fuck. First of all, why would you call your grandma, nigga? That's the most fucked up thing you could do. Now, how old ass about to be in there? You like, but they not gonna know so old lady. Yes, they are. They gonna put her 80-year-old ass right in the jail.
Let me tell you what I already did. Let me tell you, which I probably would never do. But like, say somebody like was trying to like escape from prison, they was on the run. For one, don't call my phone. Everything I'll be PayPal phone for one. 2, I'm not wiring you money. I will tell you the money's at this location. Come grab it from where it's at, and I'm gonna leave. It gotta be an abandoned house. That's still
I
risky.
don't.
That's still risky.
I don't,
but
nigga.
I'm
You
not
bugging.
wiring
I don't
nothing.
know you, nigga. You left prison, nigga. These niggas ain't escaped out of jail, bro. Like they ain't leave jail. You know when you got like my Monroe County Jail or Rikers Island when niggas got 2 years or less, they ain't escaped there. Them niggas escaped prison, nigga. I don't know you, bro. Who is this? You got the wrong number, gang. Like stop calling me.
I ain't lying.
I don't know.
That's
you,
unfortunate. That man grandma gotta go to jail. Be trying to be like, you feel me? That's her grandson. So I understand why she did it.
Nah, nigga, you is a dickhead. The first thing they're gonna do if you escape prison or if you a fugitive on a run is go contact people that you know. Come on now. Risky, anything you want to add to the shit?
I just feel like it's gonna be a long time until that happens. It's happened before, you know. I would say like prison niggas ain't done though. Shit, I don't know how to escape a prison.
I'll tell you one thing. I hope they went and got some pussy before they got caught up again. Cause that's only, I ain't gonna lie. My first mission was get some pussy, and then once I get caught, that's cool. You feel me? But at least got some pussy while you was out on the free world for a little bit, at least.
You could get pussy in prison. All you gotta do is get married.
That's a fact. But I'm saying most of them probably not married. But I want. So
nigga, most of them niggas get married just if a nigga got a life sentence, he's getting married, bro.
Oh, speaking of prison and jail, I'm tired of y'all posting shit talking about some Lil Durk is coming out next week. Stop putting that cap on the motherfucking internet.
Nah,
okay?
Yeah,
I believe that might be coming out when I forgot his name comes out. But yeah, stop putting that bullshit out. He is not.
Put that energy in the air.
No, don't. That's that. No. Don't
put that energy in the air.
Let that man lawyer speak for him, bro. Don't y'all be saying put energy in the air, bro. Everybody energy ain't needed on this shit. Some niggas ain't favored, bro. Some niggas got some shit with them where they not favored and life is already on their ass. Lil Durk don't need these unfavored niggas out here speaking on his behalf, bro. Just let that nigga go through what he going through and get through it, and that's it, bro. Sometimes you gotta just shut the fuck up. You just gotta shut the fuck up while niggas is going through their shit, bro.
I think there's people from Durk team actually speaking on his lawyers. Most of the time, they be the ones giving out these information.
I
haven't seen nothing from a lawyer. I seen
no. They'll come out of court. They'll come out of court like they do interviews with Vlad. Like the dude that's representing Durk did a whole interview with Vlad, or he went on No Jumper because he represented YoungBoy too.
Yeah, that's stupid.
What's his name? He like a top lawyer. His name like Dave or something like that.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Let the trial be the trial, bro. You don't like no funny shit, right? Talking about trials, like we can go to the Diddy shit. You don't really see Diddy lawyers talking about shit publicly. They do what they gotta do in court, and that's it.
Yeah. Just like, you know, I don't know, putting out that false narrative shit is so annoying. Just like Max B was supposed to come out 100 years ago.
Max B, I see on his file, he actually got released.
No, Max B, he now, but she's right though. For like the last 15 years, niggas been saying Max B coming home this year. Hey, yo, nigga, Max B wasn't coming home, bro. Max B been coming home for 20 years, bro. And so niggas gotta shut the fuck up with that shit.
Hopefully Donald Trump, if Lil Durk lose that case, hopefully what's called pardons Lil Durk. He pardoned.
I doubt it. He
pardoned YoungBoy. So,
but YoungBoy didn't have RICO charges. I doubt it.
Now remember, YoungBoy had a Fed case,
but it's not a RICO charge. Like he had a Fed case, but it's not murders involved in YoungBoy shit.
Now you know, YoungBoy got attempted murder. Remember in Baton Rouge where he just suspended his license.
That attempted is a different than actual murder. So that's two different things.
But you know, the willpower is celebrity party, man. All it takes is the right person to put it in the ear, and now.
Yeah, but niggas died when this nigga got money like that. YoungBoy shit was just a little different, bro. I again wish Durk the best in this situation because you know these trials get hairy, but I don't know. Talk about Trump pardon. So Trump pardoned NBA YoungBoy, Larry Hoover, a list of others.
The back of the door. Nah, I like the way they was making it seem. They was making it seem like he coming home. Nah, he still got 20 years. I think a state case or something like that.
States, yeah, he got 20 years on the state side. Young boy Utah's talking about that they should go after him and indict him and give him a state charge where he would have to go to prison. So that came from the senator, I think, of Utah after Trump pardoned him.
Yeah.
And then Derek Chauvin, the person that killed George Floyd, they're talking about possibly him being pardoned by Donald Trump, but he would still have to do his state time. So
how much state time he got?
I don't know, but the fact that you even thinking about pardoning a person we seen be part of whether you believe he's the reason he killed them or not, but literally the niggas pleading for life with the man and the man is just laughing. It's crazy. So here's that. And Trump pardons, they don't cost, well, they cost a pretty penny. It was another man and his mom or somebody pardoned as well because they were doing $1 million plates to support Donald Trump. That's where the proceeds was going. So yeah, Donald Trump got the if you got the bag, you could get a pardon. And he also said he would not rule out a Diddy pardon if Diddy was charged.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be surprised that happened. I thought it was gonna happen. Diddy's gonna take some light years, probably like let's say 7 years to throw at him, right? Donald Trump gonna come and pardon him, and he's not gonna do the whole set. He probably gonna do 2.
Shit, Diddy already been locked up for about a year now.
So yeah, he probably gonna do 3 at most. I don't see him doing jail time.
All right.
I mean, real jail time. My fault, not.
So we could go into the Diddy trial from here. Have you guys been keeping up with anything going on with the Diddy trial? Anything, any news, any updates, any thoughts or feelings?
I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been keeping up, but I've been reading the headlines I see across my timeline, and one of them was just crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
You talk about him having other niggas joint on his nipples.
Yeah, like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, that's why y'all can't sit. That's when we have to talk about zodiac signs and all that Scorpio shit. Hell nah, he a different type of nigga. I never do no shit like that, bro. He's not one of us.
He definitely
yo. Just to stay on the zodiac topic thing real quick, right? Ladies, right? Fellas too. Just because Cardi B having her way right now, don't mean that that's how all Libras is gonna be in that situation. That's like y'all gotta stop associating what y'all highlight someone doing with y'all whole zodiac sign because it's not true. Like I'm an Aquarius, you feel me? You know who's also Aquarius? Gucci Man. You know Blueface. Gucci Man and Blueface. Then you got J. Cole and fucking Bob Marley. Those are vastly different people. Christine just froze on us.
I don't know what happened.
But those are vastly different people. So your sign doesn't. Rick Ross. We got Rick Ross, Dr. Dre, Big Boy. We got who else? I said we got Gucci Man. We got Cameron as an Aquarius. Cameron and J. Cole are vastly different people. Bob Marley and Michael Jordan and Blueface and Gucci Man are vastly different people.
And I feel like after Swoop, who else is Aquarius? Best should go and say some Scorpios, and I'm gonna say some Leo because it only makes sense.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know Scorpios, bro.
I can name them for you. You got Drake, you got Diddy, you got Diddy.
Yeah, October. Wait, when was Diddy born? They probably October whole time.
Nah, he definitely in November when he deep in that shit.
Okay, maybe it resets every 20 years. How the Scorpio?
You got Blizzy. You got Blizzy. You know Blizzy. Blizzy, Diddy, and Drake. My pops is a Scorpio.
What's it, Boozy?
Boosie is Scorpio. Yeah. I could rock with that. I could rock with Boosie being a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
I could rock with Drake being a Scorpio too. I rock with my son Drake. I don't know why.
Drake sensitive as hell about some hoes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that part that's not in me, bro. I'm too petty.
No, that is a common occurring theme. Drake sensitive about hoes. Diddy sensitive about hoes.
Don't say Best or Boosie. I don't think Boosie's sensitive about hoes.
You crazy as hell.
What hoes Boosie been sensitive about?
We don't know, but I'm pretty sure they are. They out there.
He got hoes. What about Future? Future is Scorpio.
Oh, he's sensitive about hoes. Matt, he's not even just sensitive. he will dirty mac another nigga name about some hoes. So I don't know, Best. You might be in there. You might.
I'm one of a kind. Then I ain't gonna lie. I'm an African Scorpio, so that plays a part.
Scorpio?
That don't mean shit.
That changes the whole narrative. I'm a whole different person.
Nah, nigga. You wasn't raised in Africa. You was raised in Rochester, New York, nigga.
That's cool, but I was raised by African roots. I mean, I said roots, but African
culture.
Nigga. Yep.
Well, and then I'm gonna just finish it off because I just be known on top of my head. Leo Gang, who's a Leo? We got King Von. We got Soldier Boy.
Nut ass nigga. He was dope, but he was a nut ass nigga.
We got
you got two goats, Soldier Boy, King Von.
We got Glorilla. Okay. Magic Johnson.
See, look. You can't control yourself. You need to be the center of attention, and y'all impulsive as a motherfucker. And then I say that more than Magic Johnson.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Who else? Keep going.
Y'all got Frank Ocean as a Scorpio too.
John Morant is a Leo.
See what I told you. Got to be the center of attention. It's John Morant, King Von. Yo, Best, your list not looking so good. You got Frank Ocean. You got Kris Jenner.
Okay, stop. Let's move on.
You got Diddy.
Well, let's move on.
You got Tracy Ellis Ross. She's cool. You got Eve.
All right, say Monica. I see Sierra. Come on, bro. You
got Sierra. You got Colin Kaepernick.
Gabrielle Union. Nia Long.
Gabrielle Union is not the answer you want to use, my nigga. You got Miguel. You be out here leg dropping on bitches in your shows. You got Miguel.
Oh, Stevie J.
You proud of that, nigga?
I mean,
musically, Stevie J is a genius, but other than that,
Love and Hip Hop. Stevie J, Love and Hip Hop version.
Nah. You got to before Love and Hip Hop. Stevie J was that nigga in the 90s.
Nah, I'm saying, but I find him Odell, Lamar Odom. You know he.
That don't sound appealing, nigga. I'm sorry.
Disco, Tracy Morgan.
That sound crazy.
Omarion. See, I'm like Omarion. We peep.
No, Omarion sensitive about hoes.
Yeah.
Reverend Run, Whoopi Goldberg.
No. Let's not skip the sensitive about hoes thing that
hell nah. This is a fucking Scorpio, bro. There's too much shit going on in this shit, bro. RuPaul.
Yeah. It makes sense. I
don't want to talk about this shit no more. There's too much shit I don't agree with on the Scorpio.
Yo, listen, man.
Wait. Before I finish though, I got Nipsey Hussle, Young Thug, Chief Keef, Lil Uzi. Okay, I'm done now.
Again, all except Nip, all gotta be the center of attention. Shout out to
Nipsey Hussle is very humble. R.I.P.
I said outside of Nip.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, talk about Love and Hip Hop. I got an interview with Johnny Blaze dropping tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all tune in.
As you should.
Nice.
Was it virtual or in person?
A person. She fucked with me in real life. I got her number. Like we've been talking for like last 5 days.
Yo, cause Best, you a little horny. You know you got that Diddy in you. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can control yourself, bro. Because I seen the video of Johnny Blaze recently. I'm like, God damn, I forgot you look like that.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was too horny. I was asking all the horny questions and shit, but she enjoyed it because she told.
See, that's that Diddy. That's that Diddy in you.
No, it's not Diddy. It's the best, bro. I got to shoot my shot.
That's the Diddy.
I shot my shot. Listen, and the crazy thing,
yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I think after Drake, she ain't fucking with no Scorpios no more, bro.
I tell her I lie about my birthday. I lie about my birthday. I'm a Libra now.
What
the fuck? What? I'm sorry.
Yeah. But she gave me a whole hour interview. What's it called? Even after she left, she kept in contact with us. She keeps sending us videos and memes and shit now, bro. On Instagram, like every 2 days you get a meme from Johnny Blaze.
That's fire. No, that's super fire. I know. So my homegirl Mariah that lived in Albany, she's a hairstylist. She used to actually do Johnny Blaze hair for a minute. So I always heard she was cool and shit like that.
What does Johnny Blaze do now?
She sings. She dope. She got actually like 5 singing career.
She sings now?
She sings. I'm not even being funny. Not at all.
No funny shit, bro. I show her songs.
Do we know any of her songs? Like, because I know she's mostly talented. I know she has the ability to.
Bro, she can play the piano. She can play the. Watch this. I'm gonna play one song, 30 seconds.
No, don't play that shit on here. Don't play that shit on here. Just send it.
It's not. She's not signed. She's independent. She told us.
It don't matter, nigga. If she put that shit on there, it'll flag it because it's played in here. Just send it to us. Like I believe I know she's talented, so I'm not even going to take that away from her. You feel me?
She talked a lot about like a lot of shit she did was to get on platforms so that people pay attention to her music, but she went about it the wrong way and her maturing and shit. A lot of she was talking about a lot.
Yeah, she was popping super like Johnny Blake was popping super young, bro.
She was one of the first viral people, like one of the first viral with Love and Hip Hop and stuff.
Before Love and Hip Hop, bro.
Before Love and Hip Hop, yeah.
Like you got like when I was in high school, we talk about Johnny Blaze, bro. So
yeah.
But she did lie. She did lie to me though, bro. She lied to me. She said she don't be doing OnlyFans no more, and I seen her post her OnlyFans.
Hey man, shout out to the OnlyFans girl. I'm not listen.
I was trying to get featured in her OnlyFans.
I support what you get your money how you want to do it, because I've been actually hit up recently about if I wanted to partner with someone like OnlyFans, and I'm like, nah, I'm cool, but no, that shit, I'm not paying to watch a girl suck another nigga dick.
Yeah. What?
I just don't.
Why do that when you got Twitter for free?
Not even just that. I'm not appealed by a shorty sucking. I'm not Diddy. I'm not Diddy. I don't want to watch. I'm not Diddy. All right, God bless the dead. I'm not Rick James. I'm not a voyeur. It's called voyeurism, right? Voyeurism is when you are sexually aroused by other people having sex.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't do it for me. A lot of men won't admit that they are, but they are, because if you watch a lot of porn, you a voyeur because you watch other people have sex and you ain't you beating me. I'm not into that.
A lot of people into that in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. Like, as a nigga watch porn before? Yes. Am I watching porn every day? No. And if I'm going to watch I'm watching my own videos. Me. Fuck the mother nigga. I'm watching my own shit.
Negro, please.
You crazy as hell, dog.
All right. Before we get to the whole Diddy shit, because we keep skipping past it.
Oh, hold on. Dot is back. Let's talk about these Aries.
Dot's an Aries?
Yes. He about to be on your ass.
Oh,
let's look at the famous
God.
Aries.
Son, so what?
You got Mariah Carey, Eddie Murphy, Celine Dion, Robert Downey Jr., Fiend.
Okay, you valid.
Lady Gaga, Elton John, Diana Ross, Halle Berry, Aretha Franklin, Pharrell. Who else you got?
Is Satan Aries?
Lil Nas X is the closest thing to it. Is Aries.
That was hate.
Who else? Big Sean is an Aries. Christine, why did you say Satan is an Aries? That's correct. Halle Bailey, who was also on that Satan-like trajectory, what she doing the DDG, is an Aries.
Oh, we gotta talk about that too. We didn't talk about that. Let me put that in.
When we get to streaming, and Kourtney Kardashian is an Aries. Who we got?
Kyrie Irving is an Aries.
Shout out to Kyrie. That's my nigga, man. Sexy Red is an Aries. Who else we got? I already said Mariah Carey. I named a couple of them, Dot. So Sarah Jessica Parker. If you ever seen Sex in the City, she's a Aries. Bad Baby is an Aries. You got a real weird array of people that's Aries, Dot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
And we perfectly comfortable in the skin we in.
Chance the Rapper is another one.
Yeah.
If you haven't known, Dot is my really good friend, so I get the poke fun at him because I've known this nigga for mad long.
Now, out of here, we Aries lit and y'all niggas is mad.
Y'all niggas is like, if y'all watching this, I definitely want y'all to make a comment. Who's your favorite sign out of all four of us? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can tell you right now. Aquarius men get the most hate in the Zodiac universe.
Nah, I think Scorpio.
For whatever reason.
No, Scorpio men get
how?
Nah, we get the most hate, bro.
Scorpio men get worse.
Yeah,
you know what it is? Because y'all play with women emotionally, right? So y'all passionate and y'all intense and y'all play with them emotionally, and then y'all just dip off when y'all get pissed off. The problem with us Aquarius, the problem that we get is we Aries don't be showing no emotion. So shorty be like, they don't know if we like them or not, and we like to wander. So I could like we'll be fucking with a shorty for a minute, and it don't really be nothing wrong. It's just not suiting me no more. So niggas would just dip off and go live life. And they be like, you ghosted me. It's like, yo, it's not I really ghosted you. It's just that something else piqued my interest. It might not even been another woman. It was just something else going on in life that I wanted to explore, and I didn't feel like bringing you along.
Negro, you basically just described a Scorpio, nigga.
That's not a Scorpio. That's not what Scorpios do, because Scorpios do emotional shit like Drake, bro. Drake and Diddy, they are emotionally impulsive, bro. Like Diddy was like, yo, Cassie, I'm gonna sign you to a 10-album deal, and you're never gonna drop an album, but I'm gonna take care of you for the rest of your life.
So they just more emotional with the
well, Aquarius niggas, it ain't no emotion. Niggas, it's like, yo, we kick it, we having a good time, we having fun, and then one day it's just like dropped off the edge of a cliff. You don't hear from me no more. Like I'm just
okay. So the difference between a Scorpio and a Capricorn is one is nonchalant, then more nonchalant.
It's not nonchalant. One does not emotionally manipulate.
Oh,
that sounds like
I tell the truth. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not emotional because you know it's not emotional manipulation because you don't know no Aquarius person that lead with emotion ever.
I know Scorpios that don't lead with emotion too.
That ain't true. Diddy led with emotion. We just named Diddy, Drake.
They lead with
Future,
and they end up fucked up with their emotions. That's the shit.
No, they lead with emotions. Yo, Diddy, quote unquote, went to Kid Cudi house
and put his car on fire.
Fuck the car on fire. He disarmed the nigga fucking security system, right? Cassie was his ex at this time. She gave the nigga the address. He was able to disarm all the nigga alarms and turn the cameras away so they couldn't see him coming in, the motherfucker. Open up the nigga packages of gifts on some weird shit. Lock this dog in the bathroom, and the car on fire with the cherry on top. That nigga got into that man's house.
Son.
Over a female he wasn't with no more. That's emotional manipulation, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
Son, emotional manipulation. She backdoored that nigga.
Nigga, wow. That is emotional, bro. What it did that? You got that. I'm not taking away from her back and door, the nigga. That's a fact, right? That's pause anyway.
Like, about Kid Cudi.
But I know I'm not taking away from that. But what did you do to that woman emotionally where she could be that dumb to do that and she left and you was beating her ass? This is what did you do to that woman emotionally where she would be in the bed with you on FaceTime with her husband and think that that's okay? Like that's the part that you keep missing on the emotional manipulation side, bro.
I mean, maybe.
Nigga, that's emotional manipulation, bro.
Maybe as an Aries, I like to give people
more
freedom in their ability to make a decision.
I'm with that, bro.
Bro, you got listen. Women are very emotional, my nigga.
Get the fuck on.
Women are very emotional. You cannot. When you're talking about women, you can never negate the emotional factor of things.
Let me ask y'all this: can y'all deal with your own signs?
Yeah,
I don't care about signs. I ain't gonna lie. That's the last thing I'm worried about.
Best, you don't be trying to have relationships. He be trying to do fuck. So we can't. You gotta excuse you out.
That's still dealing with them. I don't care about
it's
signs.
Not dealing with them because it's a sexual relationship. So they're not coming to you about their problems and talking to you. Like you might do it, but you're gonna do it on some. Bitch, get to the point so I can catch some neck. It's different than versus actually really investing in trying to
care though. I care though.
You don't care. You care enough that bitch is mentally healthy enough to suck dick. That's what you care
about.
Like that's not a truth, right?
No.
We back. So we gonna talk how we talk. But I've dated Aquarius women and I've had really good times with them. I'm still friends with a lot of them today. I just at the time was just like, I was trying to figure out life. Like my thing is if certain things is not in order for me, a relationship is just not gonna happen. So
what about you, Doc? You dated Aries before?
Yeah, a couple.
Oh.
At what point in time do you ask for what zodiac sign you is? Like
the first day you meet
if you get to know someone and you know their birthday, then you look up their birthday and know zodiac sign.
So like what's the zodiac sign y'all won't date?
Scorpio.
So if you go on a date
that I won't date,
Let me ask you something. If you go on a date real quick, right, and it's going super good, and then like 3 days later he reveals he's a Scorpio, are you ghosting him? Are you continuing the relationship? What you doing?
You saw it's not gonna be 3 days later. She's gonna ask him before the date happened what's his sign. So
okay, whether the vibes are good before you get to the birthday.
But you gotta understand.
I ain't gonna lie, Bess. You want to talk about vibes? Scorpios got a vibe. I ain't gonna hold you. I dated a couple of Scorpios, but it gives sociopath. One Scorpio stalked me, left a message on my car and my door after I left him alone. I don't know how he found out where I lived, but they do shit.
Crazy.
I ain't doing no shit like that. I ain't
gonna hold you. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I never left a note on a woman's car that I wasn't already dealing with. I left a note on the car before because I'm like, bitch, I miss you. Come back home.
I ain't gonna lie. That's what I do. I'm a call, but I got too much pride to already be doing that, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta show you that I got other options, bitch. Like, bitch, you losing me. I ain't losing you.
No, listen, I could have other options. That's not the problem. It's bitch.
I'm saying I gotta show you like you missing out on me.
I don't gotta show you shit because you knew who I was before I got here. So, but was it a woman we stopped talking and da da da? It has to happen within the first 7 business days though. After seven business days, the emotions is turned off and I'm moving on. But other than that,
I'll say this: I'm not gonna ask.
Right.
But if I find out you a Leo, I might be making my way out of there.
So wait,
I'm not going. So the funny part is that Dot know my past situation and he know my ex. And the funny part is Dot used to tell me like, yo, she a Leo, bro. She a Leo, bro. She a Leo. And that was my best and worst. Nah, it's shit coming with a Leo woman sometimes.
Yo, I dated 3 Leos back to back.
Yeah, you different. I dated 3 Cancers back to back
because you like them. That's why you did that.
I did, and like I said, if I found out she was a Leo, I didn't say I'm out of there right then and there. I said we gonna parlay.
Yo, that nigga looked for the first reason to leave, bro. The first thing she did, she could be like. She ain't texting my girl more, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm done with this female. It's over."
The first time she tells me, I just feel like you don't look at me enough. I'm like, yes,
yeah. That's the one. That's the one. Yo, listen. That no. Like, yo, I used to and Best know too. Best know I used to go on the road a lot to do interviews, right? And I used to tell the Leo I was dealing with, I'm like, yo, I got an interview to do in Detroit. You want to come with me? I said, come with me to Detroit. I got an interview to do it. And she's like, no, because I don't want to. I'm like, yo, listen, the interview going to be 2 hours. And then we in Detroit for the next 48 hours. And she don't want to go. But then she'll be like, we don't go on dates. Or you don't tell me I'm pretty enough. Or you don't. I'm like, yo, my nigga, you don't be trying to be around me. Like, you be wanting these niggas on social media. You want to post cute pictures on the internet and then go to bed next to me looking like Hattie Mae, fucking I'm like taking off wigs and looking crazy. And I still love that.
They doing shit for the aesthetics.
I'm like, I love that. I'm like, yo, where that like, to her credit, I will say like the time when I'm like, yo, like where that nightgown of bed and shit, like, so I could rub you down and da 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 da. She would do it sometimes, but it's like you gotta stroke the ego, not all Leos, but just the Leo my experience. You had to stroke the ego all the time because they need the constant affirmation that you think that they this because if you don't give it to them, they will go find it somewhere else. It will be from the world.
Christina, you a Leo?
You know I'm big Leo. What?
I say at the beginning of every show. So you don't pay attention.
You don't be paying attention.
I hear Leo and I check out. It's trauma, nigga. I be like,
what I will say, if there's a side though that I'm cautious on every time, because my best and worst relationship, I won't say worse. It was a longer. So when you in a relationship, that longest ups and downs with a Leo, but was a really eye-opening experience doing that. I would say Cancers, because Cancers, my favorite relationships I've had was with Pisces, but Cancers, I attract them a lot for some reason. And with Cancers is they're so emotionally roller coaster like they so up and down with their emotions. Everything is about how they feel. like the funny part is when I find out a woman is a Cancer, I'm like, so when's the last time you cried?
Today.
Because they be crying about everything, like everything. They gotta cry like twice a day just to feel okay.
Yo, bro, I say this, you know, because I am a fan of Leos. You feel me? But it's just not healthy for me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I'm with you. I'm
feel
with
me?
you. I'm here.
I say this. I'll put some. I'm not gonna do what the shorties do and be like, oh nah, fuck the niggas, because I fuck with the Leos. But I say this. I feel like they want somebody that's like obsessed with them, but at
Absolutely.
the same time. You feel
So
me?
the funny part is right, Doc, because the best coochie you ever have, it be coming from them damn Cancers, bro. Them Cancers ain't, but them Cancers, Libras, and Virgos, they be on a different kind of time. But the thing about a Leo woman is when she do love you though, she brings a certain thing into your life where it's a certain warmth and nurturing and love and nature. They get, like that. Remember we used to do the jungle report and like we talk about like what's your goal for this year and how many times I would tell you like it'll be focusing like as much as I'm doing this, also coming with more energy to my relationship, this, that, and the third, and just talking about how the love I felt in my life. And that was with a Leo woman. However it ended. But at the time that things was going on, there was a certain level of stability and warmth and connectiveness there because to be with somebody almost 4 years. Me and Dot know me for real. Like y'all know me too. And Dot, Christine.
I was telling
Christine, but Dot knows me for real. Like for me to be committed to a person that long was insane.
Yo,
so that was your long relationship? 4 years?
Yeah, almost 4 years. Yeah.
I'd say this,
Dot, like for no funny, Dot knew me since 2011, 2012. So you see me on 2 Mans, you see me have a shorty here, but then get her out of here to bring the other shorty there. He see me in a party where literally my girlfriend tried to show out, and I had 2 girls sitting on my lap, and then she left the party mad. And I'm like, yeah, because who the fuck you think you playing with?
Yeah, V is definitely grown. He's not
like, and the funny part was Dot was one of the people that had to pull me because my girlfriend in college, she thought she could try to like do the I'm gonna go tit for tat for you. And a nigga try to dance with my girl, and niggas tapped him and say, "Yo, bro, that's this nigga girl." Like, and I was so bad. My ex in college transferred out of the school because no nigga would talk to her because she was afraid that I would get them beat up.
And then, son, here's the thing I'm thinking about now. If Shorty is willing to leave her school just to go find dick, she wasn't good for you anyway, bro.
No, just go find love because she don't even like niggas no more. She's lesbian now. So
what fucking
I will say my younger self operated out of such a lower space. I probably traumatized a couple women. I could admit that because if it's either you mine or it's not happening, bitch. Like all of these niggas will get packed up in here.
Damn.
But that's if you mine. Like if you were just a shorty I was knocking down, I'm never tripping. But if you mind, this is here, territorial.
But I want to wrap this up a little bit because we've been on this shit for like 20 minutes. We forgot the discussion. We was talking about Diddy. We can talk about Diddy, but again to the Zodiac song real quick. But we had to talk about how your Zodiac song got some freaky ass niggas when niggas wanting to rub another man's semen on his nipples. Nah, he crazy. I don't know that. That don't got nothing to do with me. He a different type of Scorpio. He an 80 Scorpio. I'm a 90 Scorpio.
You're not a 90. You were 2000 Scorpio. You were born 99, nigga.
I'm born 99.
You was born. 99. You have no recollection of the 90s.
I don't care. I was born in 99. My birth certificate said 1999. It don't matter what part.
You was born in November 99. You was alive for 2 months in the 90s, nigga. Stop.
I'm a 90s baby. It don't count.
90s baby.
If you were alive for 2 minutes, you were alive for 2 minutes. You gonna take away my 90 credit?
I'll say
2 months. You don't count.
Are you gonna take away my 90s credit?
Christine, you know how this go. Because we go, everybody but Best got a kid on here. You couldn't even roll over on your own, nigga, in the 90s. Stop it, nigga.
It don't matter. Are you taking away my 90s credit? I was born in 99.
Right here, bro. If you wasn't scared that we was actually gonna make it to the 2000s, then you're not a 90s baby, bro.
Facts.
You had
Bro, y'all didn't experience nothing. Y'all was 5, 6 years old. Life was good for y'all,
Nigga,
bro.
we knew what Y2K was, though. Everybody was still. I remember going into the year 2000, nigga. Everybody looking at.
I thought shit was gonna be
5,
different.
4. Niggas thought the world was gonna end, nigga. You don't know what that feel like, nigga.
I felt the vibes. I felt the vibes. I was there
You
for
ain't
it.
feel a vibe. First of all, best,
I
you don't even
cried
remember.
about it.
You don't even remember 9/11, nigga.
I don't want to remember
In
9/11. I was worried about
you
some
really
shit. I was worried about.
baby.
I was worried about Clifford the Big Red Dog. Fuck 9/11 at that point in time in my life. Not saying fuck 9/11. No, I'm not saying fuck 9/11, but I'm saying that's not what I wasn't focused on that. I was focused
even
on
mistakenly saying fuck 9/11 is some
crazy.
990s baby shit. Like that's
Exactly. Bro, you don't remember watching the news and watching George W. Bush get the info when he was reading to the kids and walking out fast as a motherfucker, bro.
Man,
I remember 9/11 like it was yesterday. Nigga, I'm a real 90 baby, bro. I remember going downtown on Delancey Street and getting leathers with my mom, nigga. It's a little different. You feel me? When they used to have the leathers hanging up outside in New York. That's old New York, nigga. You don't know about that.
Okay, y'all bragging that y'all old as shit and old as dirt. That's bitch what y'all
niggas ain't old as shit because you trying to claim, yo, we old now but you trying to claim our era. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm a 90s baby.
You see how niggas do when they can't get in the club?
YN.
Oh, y'all old as shit. I'm 31, nigga. I ain't that old.
It's like though.
But you still share the same zodiac sign as Diddy at the end of the day.
I don't know who that. I know another Diddy. I don't know that one. I ain't gonna lie.
But honestly, even him having Diddy name is kind of crazy. But honestly,
that was before the allegations, though.
But with the Diddy trial, though, it does look like he's not going to get hit with those charges. Maybe the prostitution thing, because it's proven that he was bringing prostitutes in. But as far as the sexual trafficking and the racketeering, a lot of that is speculation at that point. So it's nothing really proven that he does these things. A lot of the people that they put on the stand is just like character assassination, but it's not actually proving anything. So from what I've been seeing, his legal team is trying to throw out a lot of those witnesses and stuff like that. And yeah.
But I do think all the speculation has a bearing influence on the jury.
On the jury, yeah, but at the same time, even if it goes that way, where they allow this stuff to go in the court, Diddy can then file for a miscounsel on his legal team side in case how they do things don't work.
Oh, okay,
like
I feel it.
even after the Dawn Rashad shorty went on trial, right? She went on the stand and did what she did. The dude from Day 26 from Rochester, Q, was like, "Yo, she drugged me at one of Diddy's parties." And I woke up in Diddy's daughter's bed, and everybody had cameras was laughing at me. So people that they putting on the stand are also having things come out about them, and now are being not credible. Even with Cassie, Cameron just interviewed the dude that one of the sex workers that was on the trial, and even when he was on the trial, he was saying Cassie was the one that brought him there. He didn't even know that was Diddy because Diddy was wearing turbans and shit like that, wrapping his face up where you couldn't see him. And
you know what I seen somewhere too? I seen somewhere that I don't know how accurate this is, but it said Diddy security, right? Had recommended that Cassie leave, and she's like, "Who am I gonna go to? Jay-Z? Like this is the lifestyle she wanted to live, and she didn't see like either I'm gonna deal with Diddy or it's gonna get worse and any straight shot."
No, if lifestyle wise,
that's what I meant. Yeah.
Who you go to? Because even like what her husband she got now, if she didn't get that 30 million from Diddy, what kind of lifestyle would she be living? Or close to 30 million, which was reported, right? What kind of lifestyle would she be living? That's why she was about to put out that book. Feel me? And then she said stuff like she was jealous of Kim Porter. She said stuff on that stand that showed that one, she was complicit, and luckily she's not being charged in this case as well.
I think you got to have a certain level of cynicism to see that, though.
Because you got to think about it. Most people don't believe victims to begin with. And Cassie, as there are things that she is a victim of, domestic violence, absolutely. But them freakos, she was a complicit contributor of. Two things can be true.
Now, listen, I know most people don't believe victims, but I'm saying it was a tough one to hear all the stuff that you've heard. her put out, hear all the character witnesses that they send out on Puff, and to just completely say, well,
oh, he's gonna get charged with something. I don't think he's walking scot-free, but I don't think he's gonna get the years niggas think he's gonna get.
Another thing, like you said, so I think she might not be as guilty as Diddy, but she is kind of guilty in some of the situations here. It's not Diddy doing a lot of shit. She's doing a certain shit to please Diddy, which might go against her will because she don't want to do it. But you're not. But you're voluntarily doing it to impress them.
You got to remember, she's prepared by the prosecution to say some of these things, but what she's saying on the stand versus what some of the evidence that even the defense is presenting is showing that it's not cohesive. Because even in her marriage, she still reached out to Diddy because she still loved this man, regardless of what he did to her. Whether you want to say Stockholm syndrome or not, at the end of the day, Diddy put her ass up, and it's not a secret because I've seen on multiple interviews from multiple people that it was not a secret in the industry that Diddy was never going to put out another Cassie album. Diddy signed her or whatever the case may be and had her do music and shit, but that was his pride and joy outside of Kim Porter. Once Kim Porter was gone for sure, that Cassie was the one for him. Like, he was going to make sure she had everything she wanted. She didn't have to fucking do music ever again. That was just a dynamic. Him signing her doesn't look good because now you introduce power dynamic. That wasn't a thing back then. Power dynamics didn't exist. And you both, like, if a shorty was signed to a nigga she was fucking, that was regular back then. Now in 2025, it's looked at as power dynamics and looked at as negatively. Sometimes you have to be able to put things in the context of when it happened, because looking at some of the shit that happened in the 90s, even if you go back to the 2010s and you look at it now, it looks vastly different. And people don't know how to do that, like, at all.
You're not lying about that. So what do y'all think he's gonna get? What you say? You say you're not gonna do
the prostitution joint, getting a prostitute because it's on video.
How much more longer you think it's gonna be for the case? Like, how much longer?
They said about 8 weeks.
8 weeks. Okay.
They're like second or third week now, so it might not even be that long though, because a lot of these witnesses they bring in I don't think it's gonna work. It's gonna go how they think it's gonna go.
A lot of the witness testimony is like, it is like very like it's not matter of factly, you know what I'm saying? But there's just a lot of testimony, and
because it's a character assassin. It's really about attacking his character so they could try to push for because racketeering is basically menacing. It's just saying you committed a bunch of crimes that they can't really say what one it was, so they hit you with racketeering, and that's the one they're really trying to catch him on.
And this is my thing. It's like, you know, they have designed like a business structure that facilitates him to like what it shows, what they've presented does seem like it facilitated him sex trafficking Cassie. But at the same time, it's like, you know, how much of that was sex trafficking and how much was him being her boyfriend?
Her boyfriend at the time, yeah. So, and the thing is, how much can you say is sex trafficking when this woman has gotten into multiple relationships and still goes back to this man?
But the thing about it is, like you said earlier, you had said this earlier about the Zodiac signs. Like you were saying, Scorpios, they manipulate a shorty's emotions.
But that's not a crime.
Nah, but what I'm saying is, when presented to the courts, it looks like it's coercion.
Nah, it's not a coercion has to be so it's coercion, force, or not manipulation, like a form of manipulation. If so, they've shown text where Cassie will say she's on her period and he won't force her to do it a freak off. Yeah. They've shown instances where she had to go to a movie premiere and she wanted to do a freak off, and he's like, "Are you sure you want to do that? Because you got a movie premiere to go to. I want you to have the energy." He's shown times where he's had a restraint of not doing things in order for her to be at her best self.
Facts.
So, regardless of how much because part of his defense is he's a drug addict and stuff, right? The drug-induced crazy shit that was going on, the times where he appeared to not be under the influence of drugs, he's always was giving her the choice. Now, if that's protection or not, you could argue that amongst yourself, but it shows that existed, and she was the one that wanted to do these things. Whether she wanted to say, "Oh, because I wanted to keep him," and that's real. Like most women that's in that position, that's dealing with a rich and powerful man, they're gonna want to do anything in order to keep that man because they want to keep the lifestyle.
But then that's the part where that's
not his fault though. You cannot. That's not a crime, bro.
Look, when presented a certain way,
it's still not a crime. It's not sex trafficking if his girlfriend is doing anything to stay with him because she wants to stay in a lifestyle. This is the girlfriend. This is the one he's dating. This is not a chick that he met around the way and making her do.
Yo, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying when I looked at the definition of racketeering and the instances that they're trying to use to say that that's what he did, like, yeah, I get I get she might not go down for the sex trafficking, but like they are making a strong case for it.
And what regard for racketeering? Because they try to use the real thing they try to use for the racketeering shit is the Cuddy thing. That shit don't got no legs because the DNA found on that Molotov was a woman's DNA, not a man.
I'm talking about the employees and shit.
But she was his girlfriend before she was an employee.
I'm not talking about Cassie. I'm talking about the what's the name?
About them making them work crazy hours and clean Astroglide, and they saying he was abusing them. But again, what proof? You got to have proof, bro. What proof is that other than a testimony, a statement?
I mean, I feel you, but you can use testimony as a firsthand. That's the point of
that. A firsthand account of a story, but it does not show. You have to have in court. You have to have irrefutable proof in order to convict someone of a crime.
I got you, but I'm saying, is it how can you prove that a person wasn't afraid that you was going to do something to them if they didn't come with you? How are you going to prove that?
How can you prove that they were afraid and they're not just saying this shit because they understand? But
that's what I'm saying. If everything is
it's also. So, but then that means you leave room for reasonable doubt. You have to have without reasonable doubt proof. So as long as Diddy is able to create an ounce of doubt, he's able to beat this case. He's not able to beat the prostitution shit because that shit is on video. That's a fact. That is proven that's been done. Other than that, but moving on from Diddy, right? Because I do think Diddy's gonna get charged with something. I just don't think the two major ones that they're looking for are gonna stick. That's what I believe. Going into
hold on. How y'all feel before we leave that? How y'all feel about the comment that Cameron asked? A lot of people had mixed feelings about what he said. Was Cassie pussy good? And people were like, bro, what type of question is that?
Cameron, this is what I talk about the lower and the higher Aquarius. Cameron has operated in this space for the last 30 years. I don't understand why anybody expect anything. The nigga was on CNN drinking pink horsepower, which is a sexual stimulant for you to fuck good, and talk about, I'm about to get some pussy after this. What we talking about again? He's on CNN. This is Cameron. I don't know why y'all niggas ever expect anything different, bro. And niggas know I fuck with Killer, bro. But I know Killer be doing some immature shit, man.
You know what it is? It's a blockbuster interview, and people. There's a bunch of people that's not his usual fan base, and people that is his usual fan base. That's like, yo, what the fuck is this,
bro? This is the same man that was on 60 Minutes talk about you mad.
Oh, bro. I know. When I seen this shit, I was like, oh, Cam knew. I'm starting to think he doing this shit on purpose.
Cam is a media personality. He know what the fuck he doing.
And at the end of the day, it's like Cam don't got no girl. He don't care about not having no girl. And when he get to a certain age, he gonna pay a shorty to be his girl for the rest of his life. So it's like, son, Cam's cooling.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all expect from Cam. If you're ever expecting when it comes to the man and woman shit, like the relationship, if you're ever expecting a mature, real conversation coming from Cameron, and this is not no disrespect, but like a mature aspect of this, it ain't gonna happen. Cameron is a Harlem nigga through and through.
That nigga told him keep it Harlem. He said you from like 39 or something. Keep it Harlem.
Nah, he's from 140. 140
no, I'm talking the dude that was in the show.
No, 139. Yeah. But I'm saying Cameron is the epitome of the 140 from Lennox, bro. If you ever been over there, you know.
I think if the nigga had answered the question straight, that might have been a fucking problem.
Nah, if he would have answered it straight, it wouldn't have been a problem. But then we don't get this one from Cameron, so it is what it is. Moving on, best we made us get to almost an hour into the show talking.
Don't say best.
No, I try to start with the shooting. Cardi B, Offset, Steffon Diggs. We are here. Let's talk about it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Actually, Christine, let Christine give us the breakdown because
I didn't want to.
We got.
All right, go ahead.
No, let's get the breakdown before anything happens.
Okay, so as we all know, Offset cheated on his wife. His wife has given him many chances, taken him back several times. He's done things like show up to her shows and ask for her back. And like I said, the last time that we had her show, Cardi B and Steffon Diggs were seen together, and nobody knew if it was like them just hanging out or whatever, but it got everybody in an uproar. And since then, Offset has done some psychotic things. He is a Sagittarius, since we're talking about signs. He has done some psychotic things, like Cardi B was having Valentine's Day with Steffon Diggs, and Offset proceeds to Instagram message Steffon Diggs sex tapes of him and Cardi B on Valentine's Day.
That's so first of all, that's weird as hell.
Yeah, so I just want to say, like, when motherfuckers say that he's like unbothered and stuff, an unbothered man does not do shit like that.
Who says he's unbothered?
Well, and we forgot to add one caveat, Christine. Cardi did file in 2020 for divorce. Mm-hmm. That was the first time. So this one, she actually went through with it this time. But initially in 2021, she had filed for divorce, and they have reconciled to at that point what they thought it could be, and then he still continued to do the behavior which made her file to begin in the first place.
Yes. And then I guess so recently what's gotten everybody is in the uproar is Cardi did post on her official Instagram page pictures of her in the boat with Steffon Diggs, and it's gotten people in the uproar, and her twerking on him. And I guess the part of the song was like she'll give him a threesome, but I know it's Rob 49 rapping, but she was like mouthing it out while Steffon Diggs is slapping her ass, and they were like, well, if he was a hoe, if Offset was a hoe, why would she go do hoe shit with a new man? And shit like that. So yeah.
So
I don't think that was the biggest part of the boat party. I think the part was it was he had 3 girls. He had them saying "call me daddy" or something like that, and then
it's different. It's a different when you doing it with your shorty versus how Offset was doing it without his shorty.
Yeah.
And Cardi like bitches, so it's like.
And Cardi Offset threesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you can't handle threesomes, you having threesomes with your wife and shit, and then
I know Offset was
winning. I'm gonna still treat behind her back, man.
Offset was winning having threesomes with Cardi, but I ain't gonna lie. Offset won when he cranked Ari, bro. So I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think that's true.
Now they put it out there. Cardi B, huh?
How come that was just like a statement and then nobody heard nothing else about that? It was just like
because Cardi B put out remember they showed us this going between each other, and Cardi reached out to Moneybagg Yo.
To Moneybagg Yo, but just because somebody say something don't mean that it's always true.
Well, if it's true, I'll say
allegedly. But it's not winning because even if he just cranked the one time, you cranked the one time. But she out here, she with a nigga that got more money than this nigga. The nigga in his prime, he's younger, and they having fun. So it ain't about like if niggas is looking about who won. Well, She moved up, and he out here just fucking mad hoes. So who really won? You feel me? What I will say about Steffon Diggs is he might want to be careful with his profession and his relationship or situation with Cardi, because it looked like on that boat that there was pink cocaine on there. And the NFL is actually looking into some of that shit right now.
I think he missed practice to go to that shit.
No, I don't think he missed practice. He didn't miss practice.
He missed practice.
Did he?
Yeah, because they say he didn't show up for a
not
practice, but preseason workouts.
It's OTA, so it's optional. But he did go to the next one.
And I know Steffon, as great as Steffon Diggs is, don't let this, like, he already be living a lavish lifestyle. But
no, listen, he's great, but he's coming off of a ACL injury too.
Yeah, I'm saying I just don't want this to distract him. Like, you know how sometimes you get in relationships and all
this. Fuck the distraction, because the Patriots ain't winning shit anyway. But what I'm saying is you don't want keep the main thing the main thing. You and Cardi gonna get a lot of attention. Y'all gonna be in front row at the next game is fire. They probably do fashion week together, which will be dope. But you don't want to fuck your money up. Because Steffon Diggs just got traded, and I think his contract with there is only like 2 years. So don't fuck your money up, bro.
So I just put it in the group chat, but they saying that Cardi B got a type. They saying that, you know, they look like they could be cousins. Which y'all think? Look at the picture.
They don't look alike at all.
I'll disagree only because her ex Tommy, he light skinned it.
They don't. It's not even skin. They don't look alike.
They don't look like it.
Nah.
A little bit.
They just dark skin with long hair. They don't look alike. Because Offset is like 130 pounds. This nigga is like 210 pounds, 205. Like, it's a little different. She has a thing for darker men, I would say. And she like niggas with the bag. So, and when she came in at the time, Offset had the bag.
Yeah.
And the resource.
Well.
So. But and then, again, like,
I feel like, bro, but how y'all feel about Offset asking for what's the word? Spousal support.
Spousal support. Like get paid, young nigga, get paid.
I was never fun when a dude got the gun in his hand, because girls be doing it
all
the
the
time.
This is the thing, right? Even if you do make a certain amount of money, so Offset might make like 10 million, 20 million. Cardi makes 100 million, right? So when you dealing in that regard to stuff, there's a certain lifestyle that comes with things. So when you get a divorce, you have to still maintain your spouse's level of lifestyle, regardless. And unfortunately, Cardi B is the breadwinner in this situation. So yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, she went crazy on the internet. She was like, I hope he dies, all types of shit once she seen him do that.
What? She said that?
On her Twitter space.
Of all the things that happened, that's the one thing I don't agree with at all. You should never say that your kid's other parent should die. That right there is very low hanging fruit and immature from Cardi.
I don't know if I've seen this. I feel like when you play internet games, you win internet prizes. Like, at the end of the day, you in the middle of a divorce, shorty. Now might not be the best time to do a hard launch with your NFL boyfriend that was supposedly fucking you while you might have had a baby in there. I don't know.
Oh wow.
But there's she be saying some. I forgot this. Another thing I don't agree with Swoop. She keep referring that she fucked another Migo, but she's not, like, she'll tweet it and then delete it. Like, she done it twice, bro.
I'm not advocating for. I'm not advocating for niggas going to
social media.
Not even a social media to go and try to basically come up on a shorty. You feel me? But it is something that is very much on the table when you're in the middle of a divorce.
Man, fuck all that, bro. Wow. I am used to this lifestyle. I am used to this lifestyle that was provided by me. Yo, listen, if you learn anything from Kevin Federline, right? Because Kevin Federline did the same thing. He was married to Britney Spears. Britney had her joint. They had children. He got the kids. He got the spousal support. Hey, that's the way it is in America.
Son, because when we gotta go through it, we just gotta eat that shit. So
It ain't even about because when we go through, it's just about right is right and wrong is wrong. Do I think Offset needs spousal support should get it? No.
Facts.
Does he have the right to file for it? Absolutely. And if he get it, can I hate on it? Hell no.
And
well played, nigga.
My only thing is like, you know, I feel like this is definitely a bothered move. You feel me? But I'm like,
I think the spousal support semi is a bother move, but also a smart move because bitch, I'm leaving here with something.
Because
what Denzel Washington said, I'm leaving here with something.
Facts.
She's gonna have the kids. She's gonna have the kids.
So what he needs spousal support for?
Did you hear?
I'm used to a certain lifestyle.
Because he's used to a certain lifestyle.
Because of her?
Yes.
But girls
Cardi
do it all
B
the time. Look what happened.
It's not just that women do it all the time, right? Living at $100 million and life at $10 million is not the same. It's completely different. So people that don't make millions of dollars, it might look the same because they're millionaires, but $100 million person and a $10 million person is not doing the same shit.
But if she got the kids,
but she's still spousal support. Like
now,
we've seen men get the kids, right? But they would still have to pay spouse. Like Dwayne Wade had his children, but he still had to pay spousal support to his ex-wife that he was married to before Gabrielle Union, because she was provided a certain lifestyle from being married to him.
And being married to them, it might have held you back from potentially making the money that you could have made. There's a whole
which he can say because literally she was signed to Atlantic, but her whole management team was from QC, which doesn't happen without him.
So do y'all condone that? Y'all think
I'm not mad at niggas getting paid. I've never.
I ain't gonna lie. When I feel like a girl shouldn't got that because of a certain lifestyle, suits them to me I'm wrong. So now that the dude's getting it, I'm happy for my son Offset. Get that bag, get paid, young nigga.
No, listen, I believe.
But didn't he break his vows? So would they even support that? Because that's the reason why they're getting a divorce. He broke his vows, so they're gonna give him spousal support.
They're not, but it's not because she said this is the problem because Cardi B plays a lot of internet games. She's saying I didn't get a divorce because of the cheating. She said this out of her own words.
That's why.
So
it off the
so now, if him filing for spousal support, him cheating is not the thing that caused that. And also, regardless of the cheating or not, he still was afforded a certain lifestyle, regardless.
Yo, that you using stuff the internet. They're celebrities. They want the internet to be involved. Cause look,
look, that's fine, but you don't want them involved when you're going through a divorce because it can bite you in the ass because they can use your words against you, bro.
Now that's a fact, but they be wanting the internet when, like, see, like with the Twin Lane situation, they want the internet. They want
that's not a divorce though, bro.
Not,
like
but
a
people
divorce,
feel
like this, like honestly, the best divorce, how it happened. For real, even though it got nasty at the end, was the Tiana Taylor and Amon Shumpert shit. Because people didn't know too much. They found out a little bit later when it was settled. But when people don't know too much, you able to get more shit done. But with Cardi, she includes people into, and also they include the fans into their life so much that niggas know the timeline of everything. And the fact that people even knew that she was allegedly fucking Steffon Diggs while she was pregnant, that could even put into question that when did you start fucking him? That might not even be Offset kid. So if that's not his kid and they were still legally married, that's a whole nother can of worms to unpack. You feel me? They get nasty with shit like that.
Son, it's like you just gotta be careful. Like said, when you in a legal battle, like that's why dudes be hiding houses, cars, bread, all that other shit. When they going through a divorce, they look like they going through the shits.
And I will say, for the Bronx lady, because you know we got another Bronx lady going through a divorce publicly as well.
Son,
y'all gotta
Remy
chill.
Ma and Papoose. Oh my god,
Remy Ma and Pat.
I forgot all about that. Now, before we move on to them, bro, I do think Cardi B is foul for getting Offset's son the same hairstyle as Steffon Diggs.
But that, bro, my nigga, it's
only
only but so many braiding hairstyles you could
no,
get.
but
that
like,
probably had nothing. That probably,
no,
but
nah,
we don't.
that shit
One,
you ain't see it. You ain't see it then, bro.
I did see it. We don't know when the picture was taken.
Yo, no funny shit because I do follow Cardi. Since her son was little, she and had hair, she's been doing his hair like that.
No, but
Like,
look at this though. This what makes it different, bro. I'm gonna show you right
Bro,
now.
it's the same
I know-
hairstyle, nigga. Man,
look,
nigga,
look.
I seen it, bro.
her
It's not
son
that
had
deep,
that
this
nigga.
part,
before
bro.
she even dated him though.
Bro, that shit is not that deep. Niggas is being weirdos. You don't know when he got that hairstyle. We don't know when that picture was taken on the left.
But Austin, it must hit the internet, so we're also seeing it. So like,
Because
obviously,
Offset is an internet ass nigga.
well, don't say him. They both internet ass motherfuckers.
But
Don't
she a female. There's certain things that I believe in double standards, nigga. And certain shit bitches can do, niggas can't do.
Yo, you gotta be.
And I'm saying it as a nigga who went through a breakup, and I said shit on the internet that I shouldn't have said. And I look back at it, and I say that it was sucker shit. I'm real like that.
No, but
There are certain things women can do on the internet that men cannot do. Fuck out of here.
Yo, so do you agree Steffon Diggs is playing the internet game too?
No, because that's his bitch, bro. What the fuck you mean? It's not an internet game with her for real.
Swoops, the nigga Offset said you got the ball. Nigga gonna post the picture and say I caught the ball.
Yeah, like, but he was also at practice. So he was also at practice. That was
No. Swoops, you're not doing that, bro. I'm gonna show you.
My nigga, I see that. Listen, this is the thing, best. You think I don't see anything on the internet? I seen it. So what? Everything that Steffon Diggs was not about Offset, bro. He got the bitch already. He won.
But hey, bro, you tell me 20 minutes later you post that picture, bro. You know what you're doing.
You think that nigga full of Offset?
Bro, I know niggas caught, bro. You know niggas caught. Yo, you see Offset just
he's a wide receiver. He gets paid millions of dollars to catch a football. He posted a picture catching a football what he get paid to do. Make it make sense, nigga.
Swoops.
Bro, he posted.
So I know you focused Steffon Diggs. Bro, Christine, get about, bro. 20 minutes later, he just randomly posted a picture.
The nigga gets paid to my nigga. What you mean? He posts pictures catching football all the time. That's what he gets paid to do. It's his job.
His story.
Nigga plays wide receiver in the NFL.
His story, bro. So about
yes, nigga. That was at OTAs, nigga. They say he wasn't at practice.
Okay. So when he do, I'm gonna let you start with this one. But next internet shit, I'm letting you know. I'm gonna let you start with this one. But go ahead. Let's move on to Papoose and Remy Ma.
Dot, you want to give us a breakdown on that one?
Son. So Clarissa went on a Breakfast Club, and they was like talking about the Remy Ma situation and Papoose without really talking about it. She just said it sounded like she said that's just something that they gotta handle and they gotta deal with, and that's not really none of her business. That's what I thought. That's what I got from it. But Remy went off the handle and started basically telling Papoose to sign the papers, this, that, and the third. And then Papoose responded. And then they was going back and forth for a minute. And a whole bunch of allegations. Pop saying he wrote all her raps. Remy Ma calling him Pawn Poose or some shit like that. And all I'm saying is it's been documented. Son,
I'm never letting you give a breakdown again because that was a really mediocre job.
Son, facts. But nonetheless, okay, my bad.
This is I understand you trying to protect Brooklyn right now, and we are on Papoose side for the most part. Other than the porn and shit. I can't get behind that.
Essentially, she was saying that she just want him to sign the papers. She want to be out of her divorce. She want to be done with the divorce. She want to be done with their marriage. And let
me help y'all with the recap a little bit. Boom. Clarissa Shields goes on Breakfast Club. They ask her just hilarious, ask a leading question about the Papoose and Clarissa share relationship. What happens is it leads to Remy Ma going live. Remy Ma goes live. She talks about her and Papoose not being together since 2022. Them sleeping in separate rooms for the last 3 years in the house till he moved out. Her having his shit packed and want him to just take his shit and leave. House is not in his name at all. It's only in her name. What else? Saying that then she started defending Easy, the block captain, talking about Easy has an 800 credit score.
Oh, you
and
listen
he gets
to
paid
the lot.
50,000. Yeah, he gets paid 50,000 a battle, even though he signed to her as a battle rapper. But okay, and all this kind of shit. So you got that goes on, and Papoose goes back live saying that she's lying and talk about how she talked about him as a father and how he wrote music for her since the beginning of her career, since he met her. On top of the fact that she's been cheating on him ever since she was in prison with and that she also is she's bisexual, but she doesn't identify as bisexual. But she was sleeping with other women in the house that she was locked up in jail with. Then she goes back live and say, she talked about she negated a lot of things, but she never negated the bisexual allegation at all from what he said in his live. And then he went back live again because she tried to say he's not a good father because he told her he wanted another kid, but she's saying he's not actively dating his daughter now that they have his daughter's life that they have now ever since that they've been going through the divorce. And that she said, Clarissa, I bet he's telling you that he wants another kid and he hopes that it's his son, but he has his son, but Papoose's son is gay and he doesn't agree with his lifestyle, so he doesn't deal with his son. And now we're here. And then Papoose went back live. Papoose filed after that live that day, like an hour later, 2 hours later, for the divorce, but Remy had already filed for a divorce. So people who don't know, both parties can file for divorce, even if one is already filed. And that's what is going on at this point in time. And they're probably going through the proceedings now of getting the divorce. And yeah. And then Remy tried to say Pap tried to get back with her, and Pap said Remy tried to get back with him. And, a bunch of messy shit that's been going on. And then since then, DMs from Easy the Block Hampton has come out to another woman talking about stop going around with that nigga publicly. So Easy looking like he cheating on Remy. Remy cheating on Pat. Pat allegedly cheating on Remy. Yeah. So this is where we are now.
What you think? Because everybody grew up looking at Papoose and Rima like the ideal marriage or ideal relationship.
I didn't. I don't look at celebrities that way. I never did. So
and now like it just crashing and stuff like that. So where do y'all go? Where y'all think it's gonna go now?
I think that they got married. They met each other real young. They got married very young, and they got married in a very tumultuous situation because Remy was going to jail, and he wanted to spend a lot of time seeing her. And I think that part of the issue is that Pat didn't get the full experience of his career because he spent so much time chasing behind Remy because she was locked up and going to see her and stuff like that. And I do believe there's levels of resentment there that his career didn't develop to what he wanted to be on the music side. And then I feel like Remy feel like because Pat, when she got with Pat was the hottest nigga in the streets. He signed the $1 million deal off of freestyles. And things didn't flourish the way it wanted to, and money became a factor and things of that nature. And she started to look at him lesser because Remy has a lot of access and she has a lot of people like Fat Joe in her corner where she's able to do a lot of things and make a lot of money and make a name for herself. So she like, well, because I'm the person bringing in the money and I'm the person people want to see and come after, I'm better than you kind of shit. And that only could last in a relationship for so long before it went on. So, and I forgot to say, she said in there that she made it look like Pat was this great man, but he wasn't. That he was actually fucking his baby mom while she was locked up, and she wasn't tripping on it because she know how it goes when people was in jail.
You should have 5, right?
Well, relax, bro. Relax. Let me finish this joint. You want to join? She said she wasn't tripping on that, bro. Yeah. She just said it. She said the problem that she had with Pat was that he was lying about doing it, and then when she came home from prison. The very first Thanksgiving at Papoose mother's house, he had to fight his baby mom because his baby mom was coming at her sideways. She said, I know she wasn't lying. I just fought the bitch because I was mad. But you got it and she showed messages between Papoose and baby moms talking to each other and shit like that. And she also said that car that she said she got as a push gift that Pat bought, she actually bought it for herself. He didn't buy it, but she said he bought it. So she said she was playing into the black love thing because that was the only thing he had going for him, versus her having other opportunities to see other places, which to an extent is very true. Because Papoose in like 2022 or 23, he dropped a mixtape every month. None of y'all niggas heard that shit.
That's crazy.
The only thing I remember with Papoose is 5 Birds of Death. You don't understand.
Yo, I knew you was gonna say that shit. I know you were gonna say that. But K-Slade was trying to get Papoose to go to the studio and really focus on his career, but he was taking all that time to go see Remy. So
I think it's two things, because I feel like he might have really believed in that shit and believed in being there for his shorty, because son, he turned it into a brand. You feel me? Based off of his dedication to her.
But
you
it
feel like
got turned into a brand because of Remy. Because Love and Hip Hop, they didn't want Papoose, they wanted Remy. But she negotiated that Papoose had to be a part of her going on the show. And she took 20, she said she took like 20% of her fee and made that was Papooses money to get for doing 10 episodes of Love and Hip Hop as well. So without Remy actually getting the Love and Hip Hop space, that Black Love brand doesn't grow for Papoose. But that's what's supposed to happen in the marriage. So I'm not knocking it. That's what's supposed to happen.
But I still listen, hold on. I still don't all the way back that, because
bro, I got you right now. Papoose is the head of hip hop for TuneCore. What the fuck does he actually do
there? I don't know.
See what I'm saying? Papoose has a lot of things that he may be a part of, but we don't see it actually turn into anything. When Remy was on State of the Culture with Joe Budden and Jinx and all them niggas, that was a big time thing on Revolt. When Remy went on Love and Hip Hop New York, ratings went up that season. She was one of the first real rappers to go on the show that was actually a rapper. Once Jim Jones and Joe Budden left.
She the breadwinner, and I think that a lot of people need to not forget this, because in the live that she said, because a lot of people trying to say that she wrong or whatever, but she stated she packed the shit up nicely, and she's.
I seen it live. I got the picture.
I
got the video of where she packed. I posted it on Facebook. I think you like it, Chrissy. If a shorty do this to your shit, she done. Because usually, if she start throwing your shit out the window and all that, you got a chance to come back. When she pack your shit nice and neat, nigga, it's over. She all the way done with your ass.
The difference is too, she's not asking. She even said Papoose, I don't need your help with the nanny. I don't want spousal support. I don't want child support. I don't want any money from you. So it's like
I think it is outgrew each other at this rate.
No, she's truly done, because we knew she was dealing with Easy already, and she tried to keep it under wraps, but niggas knew she was dealing with Easy. But when a woman tell you she don't want nothing from you, and she pack your shit in a certain way where she went on Amazon and got the bag with the handle and folded his clothes nice and neat. She separate. I got the jeans here, the t-shirts here, the hats here, the sneakers here. She done with your ass, bro. Like when I left, in my situation, Best, I packed my own shit. Because I don't think Shorty would have packed my shit. Because we probably could have worked it out if we would have really tried. But when a Shorty pack your shit and say just leave, and she not arguing with you, she laughing and just talking like this is why I'm done with this nigga. She done, bro. She done. It's not coming back from that.
I guess you know what my issue is everyone think that people that stay with motherfuckers that be locked up is stupid. You feel me? And I was like, you all felt like, oh, but Pop showed us how you supposed to do it. You feel me? If anything, how
But
you
listen,
felt.
they go ahead. I'll finish your point. I want to know you.
Nah, I'm just like it. I'm like, there's a certain level of respect. I feel like you should regard people with, and I don't know, maybe it's not. I think running to the internet every time you get mad is like out of pocket for a nigga that held you
So,
down and he did.
but this thing, right? This is where I have to give Remy her kudos because Remy been filed for divorce. They've been not sleeping in the same room since 2022. Pat didn't want to do it because he wanted to keep the Black Love brand alive. And that's what she's saying. That's all he had. Go ahead, Christine.
And not only that, I don't know if you've seen, but the only reason why we saw this live of Remy recently is because Papoose' girlfriend, Clarissa Shields, brought her up, wasn't even asked the question about Remy Ma.
But she was asked a question about her. She was asked a question about her, but she leaned into that question. Just
That's
Hilarious asked about
Remy Ma even went on live.
Just Hilarious asked about the elephant in the room and talked about Remy and Pap and alluded to that, and that's what led to that conversation.
So then
but but before you go there, right, Dot? Remy did say in a live, I told you to tell your situation and stop talking about me. Because every time she talk about me, I'm going to drag you. I don't know this girl. I know you. Tell her to stop talking about me, or I'm going to embarrass you. Simple as that. It's not unfair for her to say because your new situation should not be speaking on your own because she don't know. And you want to say she held it down. Remy held it down too. Like let's keep it 100, bro. The problem and the problem that we have in the world is that we think when we get with somebody, it's going to be forever. What you will want, that's the idea that's in the perfect world. Doing 20 years together and then it just not after 20 years, y'all like, yo, we took this as far. We took as far as we could take it. We outgrown each other. We could call it quits. We could do this civilly. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm with all that.
But she tried to do that. He wouldn't sign the papers. Shorty's showing emails like, yo, I sent it to my lawyer. She's saying he don't got a lawyer on retainer. He said we're gonna go to mediation on Saturday. I've been trying to get this over. It was 2022. It's 2025. Your clothes are still here. You sending me pictures of you in Africa, but you got a girlfriend. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that those texts are not probably altered of her deleting shit back because he probably got texts too. But it's like, yo, if y'all want to be done, be done. Playing this being in limbo for 3 years is going to lead to this because y'all know that ultimately this is not what y'all want. And she even said, like, we don't even got to do this publicly. I could do my thing. You could do your thing. We'll still say we married for the public image. But he didn't want to do that either.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad they didn't do that. That would have probably been
I'm like, didn't we find out about all of this shit because
Pat knocked out Easy. That's why we found out. That's why we found out. Papoose knocked out Easy because he said, it wasn't because you was fucking my wife, it's because you was shaking my hand and was fucking my wife. Niggas be trying to make shit sound manly and what it is. You feel away that the nigga was fucking your wife. Because that's your wife still at the end of the day. That's fine. And also, nigga, I do understand the fact that you was in my face knowing that you was fucking my wife. I have no problem with that. But say that. Don't just say, it ain't about you just fucking my wife. No, it is about him fucking your wife. Because if he was shaking your hand and was flirting with her but wasn't fucking her, you wouldn't have knocked his ass out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's not about him fucking his wife. I'm just saying we found out about all this shit because of it.
No, he knew about Easy before that. They have not been together since 2022. They have not had sex together, according to them. They have not slept in the same room. None of that. They sleeping in different rooms in the same house.
Son, I feel like you gotta go through what you gotta go through. That's why you don't. think about who you marrying before you marry him.
But it's not about that, bro. People outgrow each other, bro. They met at they met when they met. She was 23. He was like 26, 24, something like that. They got married. They got married. She was 24. He was 27. Feel me? Who you are at 23? Yo, bro, the girl I was dating at 23, I know at 31 I would not be fucking with this bitch right now. That's life, nigga.
I'm not saying I don't feel you. I'm just saying I felt like he deserved a little bit more respect than what she.
But she tried to do that, bro. It's 3 years later. You won't sign the fucking papers. Then you gallivanting around with a bitch that's mentioning my name. For what? What more respect do you want for a person to milk a divorce for 3 years, bro?
But that's what I'm saying. How is he? I haven't heard about the black love shit since 2020.
Bro, that shit been around. That shit been around longer than 2020, bro. Like, you probably haven't, but he's because again, Pat Poose didn't get that deal with TuneCore till like 2023. So he was doing Love and Hip Hop that whole time. Sign the fucking papers, bro. Simple as that. And then you don't go through this. She a bitch from the Bronx at the end of the day, bro.
I think
you see what Cardi doing.
That's where.
No, you want to use that because you're from Brooklyn. No, if he civilly would have just did the. If he would have just went through the divorce, bro, none of this would happen. This happened because you jumped out and knocked the nigga out for fucking your bitch. And yeah, now you in your feelings.
That's called jumping out.
Yeah, bro, absolutely, bro. Because y'all wasn't together when he was fucking her. Y'all wasn't sleeping in the same room. Like, yo, bro, after a certain time, bro, you gotta just chalk it up for it to be what it be, bro. I understand, nigga. I was in the last couple of months of my longest relationship, we was not having sex, bro. And then, nigga, I got to a point where I'm like, I'm like, yo, listen, like, can we figure this out? Can we not? Da da da. If not, I'm gonna just start doing me.
Right.
And then I got to a point where I just started doing me. It expedited the process of me leaving. Because I'm not about to sit here and wait year on year on year of us not having sex, us not doing this, and we just together just to be together.
Yeah, and y'all not.
And we not married. That's dumb. Like, I was sitting like, bro, when we stopped having sex at a certain point until I left, I was still paying the bills and knew what I was doing. But I'm like, you really can't tell me nothing because you not doing, like, I'm still doing the boyfriend shit, but it's like it's really more so to maintain our lifestyle. But I'm out of here. Fuck out of here. Like, the minute that I could figure out where I wanted to go, that's all I was trying to figure out. Like, am I gonna go to Cali? Am I gonna go to Atlanta? Am I gonna go to North Carolina? And I decided Vegas. I'm like, boom. I put my plan together. I'm like, in like two months, I'm out to Vegas. Simple as that.
I will say I don't feel like Clarissa do talk about them way too much.
She shouldn't talk about them at all.
At all.
I don't think she was really talking about them that much, and I thought she was trying.
She don't. But whenever she has something to promote, some way, somehow, their relationship come up. And then because he's not officially divorced yet, then that's gonna come up. So that's the thing why when you going through a divorce, you want to try to keep whatever you got going on low. To Mary's credit, as much as she's running around with Easy, she wasn't posting nothing or none of that shit. She was just running around with the nigga, and niggas is speculating, but there's no proof. Son is running around with Shorty. They going on dates, taking pictures publicly. Get the fucking divorce, and then you don't got all this messy shit going on, bro. You want to go hard for Pat because he's from Brooklyn, nigga. I get it, but just sometimes you just gotta do the fucking right thing.
It's not just because he's from Brooklyn. I just
absolutely
I don't feel like he should have got dragged the way he did.
Yo, it's 3, my nigga. If you're trying to get a divorce, bro, and the bitch won't sign the fucking papers for 3 years, you gonna be nice after year 3, nigga? You have year 1, year 2. We in year 3 going on year 4, nigga. When the fuck you gonna sign these papers?
I'm gonna get it done.
You not gonna get it done, nigga.
But
She has to sign the papers.
I'm not gonna get it done like this. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna
But
get it done.
again, you're not. Remy is being dragged on the internet for her living her life as a separated woman, and Pat over here making it seem like he wasn't doing nothing, but he was doing stuff. But she held it down. Like, we gotta get to a point too. As men, I'm turning this fucking shit up because this is bright. As men, we don't acknowledge enough about how much women hold down shit that we did while we was in a relationship with them. We don't. Like, even when I be on here joking about my ex, my Leo ex, you feel me? That I was with back in Rochester, right? There's a lot of things about me that she held down too. And I don't never take that for granted because, nigga, people may look at me if they know different, if they knew certain things that may have happened that wasn't done in the best thing. You feel me? Not saying I was Diddy and none of that shit, but was there lapses that I had that could question my character? Absolutely. But she held it down and didn't say nothing. And I've held down things and not said it either. There's things I've said about how I wish the relationship went different, or how I feel like I'm me wasting my time, or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. But as far as attacking somebody's character, like this, Remy held down Papoose pawning off her jewelry for man alone. That's crazy, bro. You pawning off your wife's jewelry
For his gambling addiction.
because he has a gambling addiction. That she's holding that down, bro. Like, you want to say what she's doing now. They haven't been together for 3 years. So anything she's doing at this point in time of not mentioning is a courtesy to that nigga, bro.
And I feel like she owe him that.
No, she gave it to him for 3 years, nigga. How much grace do you want to give a motherfucker, bro?
Son, depends on the motherfucker.
No, it don't. You got it for 3 years. We haven't been together since 20. We haven't something on since 2022. But we really haven't been fucking with each other since 2020. And you want to keep trying to, and I'll let you milk this shit because this is all you had going on. But I don't want to do this no more. And I'm not happy.
And then, I can't even get into my Bronx bag because he started getting on the internet his damn self.
Again, you want to keep saying he held it down while she was in jail. They did 20 years together, nigga. That's more than enough time.
Sometimes people outgrow each other. That's part of life. And maybe one day they go and they see that they want each other back.
Bro, you keep trying to say give grace. She could have said in 22. She could have said when she posted the car that she bought herself and gave him credit for, oh, my push gift that I bought myself. She said he bought it. She could have jumped out there and said, oh, this nigga Papoose got a gambling addiction and he pawning off all my jewelry when it was happening. She didn't say that shit, bro. She's saying it now because she's tired. And y'all niggas keep saying, oh, give him grace because he held you down when you was in jail in 2007.
Nigga, yes.
No. You had 20 years of grace, nigga. You forget, she's fighting baby mamas at fucking holidays. She not talking about a nigga gambling addiction. She buying herself shit and saying he bought it. Looking dumb as fuck. Not happy, but still being with the nigga. She took fucking 20% off her salary for Love and Hip Hop to get him a fucking slot on the show and get him a salary for Love and Hip Hop. How is that not grace, nigga?
So you telling me that she got all that? She got all that on her dolly.
She didn't need Papoose to get that, bro. At all. Oh, like, what has Papoose done since he been?
I think this is
what has she done? What has Papoose done without her? Please tell me.
What has he done? Nothing.
Exactly.
Except for shit.
Exactly. Nothing. Remy was on State of the Culture not because of Papoose, because of her. Because she's very opinionated. Remy was on Love and Hip Hop because of her storyline, nigga. Not because of Papoose. They didn't want to bring Black Love on Love and Hip Hop. They wanted Remy's home from prison for shooting a girl. Let's bring her on the show. This is a real hip hop artist that's really from New York that really know these people that's on this show. Papoose could have been on Love and Hip Hop. Why wasn't he on there?
Because his shorty was
because he didn't have a fucking story, nigga.
That was my point. His shorty was locked up, and that's also,
not my nigga. Remy has a story outside of Papoose. Papoose don't have no story worth putting that nigga on Love and Hip Hop, other than Remy.
and that's the part where I say he fucked up
because he boring, nigga. God damn, bro. Like, I told you I'm on Papoo's side on a lot of this shit, bro.
Son,
I do think he, but like y'all niggas keep saying Grace and this and that. She helped the nigga get money for the last 20 years and held down secrets about this nigga that nobody knew. And she's probably holding down even more secrets that nobody even know. And y'all keep trying to say give Grace and what? I want to get this shit over with. And you keep trying to play this game with me, bro.
Son, it's not about grace. It's about respect. That's it.
She has given it to this nigga, bro.
How?
They have not been together for 3 years. We have not heard about none of this shit until the last week, nigga.
So then she gave respect until now. That's what I'm saying.
She gave respect until I'm tired of going through this. You know what? She also said on the live, our anniversary to our marriage is coming up. And I don't want to go through another year of this. You like people forget that also, and when you go through a breakup, especially a divorce, there is a mourning period that you have to go through. She is not allowed to mourn because you won't get the shit over with. You're holding her hostage emotionally, legally. She cannot mourn getting. Go ahead, Christine. You said.
And the thing is too that I want to add is like he filed after she went live this last time.
Exactly.
Because it clearly she had to do that for him to find it. Because all them times she wasn't going live and leaving it alone, all them years, he was pushing shit back. But she had to put that out for him to be like, okay, fine. Well, so, let me just sign it off.
What I'm saying, what's different from when she went live like a year ago saying the same shit?
She didn't say the same shit though.
She didn't say none of that. She said nothing about this last year, bro. Like even when Easy got knocked out, she just said it was a rumor. She didn't say nothing. She said she didn't explain none of that shit. And Remy been getting dragged for mad long about this shit. So how much public humiliation can I take? How much stuff can when I know the real you, when I know the shit that you did that people don't know that you did, but I never said nothing, so they don't talk to you. They don't talk about you.
Son, I feel like that's what you do with people you with,
nigga. But Papoose is not doing that for her, bro. When Papoose jumped out the window and said, "Oh, she didn't spend Christmas. I spent Christmas by myself with my daughter because she wanted to be with this lame for Christmas Day." He didn't hold it down, bro. He jumped out and said that first. You know that, right?
What, way back when?
Last year. Don't do it. Last year, bro. He didn't hold it down first. Nigga, she been having to defend herself ever since Papoose want to put out that she been dealing with Easy. So who's not holding it down? I get being on the nigga side of shit and stuff like that, but Shorty held it down for mad long, bro. Niggas gotta stop acting like bitches don't be holding it down, bro.
I didn't say
I don't like the lives that Remy did and stuff like that. But also, she's been taking public humiliation for the last 6 months. And Papoose is not coming to her aid to shield her from that. He's not saying, yo, regardless of what happened, that still was my wife, bum, bum. He's not doing that. He's leaning into it.
How's he leaning into it?
Nigga, by posting Easy, look, she with this lame, posting Easy before he got his teeth fixed, looking crazy and shit. He's leaning into it, nigga. Like, Dog, see, you bullshitting, dog. You bullshitting. You about to be 2 hours in. I want to get this shit wrapped up with. You bullshitting, dog.
How I'm bullshitting?
Because you're not trying to look at the whole situation. You only see certain things, and you like, oh, well, she did this and she did that. But Papoose did shit too. Papoose is the reason why we know all this information. You know that, right?
What, all of this?
Yes. She don't go live if Papoose don't knock this nigga out. She don't go live if Papoose don't put out the text messages and the pictures of her on Christmas with Easy the block captain. He did this first.
I guess I didn't know about the Christmas shit.
I'm just saying.
I felt like he was validated in not knocking that.
No, he's not. That's the whole shit, bro. Get the divorce. Sign the divorce papers. She don't want to be with your ass. Why are you holding this girl hostage?
Mm-hmm.
Because if we said when Shorty be holding niggas down in jail, we don't never say that shit for them. But we want to say it now for Papoose. No, nigga, it's the same shit.
Because you tell a Shorty not to do that shit.
Bro,
same way you tell niggas not to do that shit.
No, bro, he got 20 years out of it, bro. They had a good run for 20 years. It's over now. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay for things to end.
I know, and I'm not.
So what respect she gotta give the nigga if she keeps telling the nigga, I don't want to do this no more, bro?
Son, I guess maybe I just think about it differently.
Nigga, I'm telling you as a nigga who had my ex tell me in my face, I don't want to do this no more. And I'm like, what you mean? I wanted to pay for couples therapy. I'm trying to make shit work, and she don't want to do it no more. She didn't want to do it. And I'm upset and I'm mad she don't want to do it no more, but she don't want to do it, nigga. You got to understand, in a relationship, it's not just you, it's two people. It's two people. If one person don't want to do it no more, you got to respect that shit, bro. Because if you don't respect it, you get here. Where they are right now.
Right.
It's only but so much time where you're going to get grace and respect to when it turns to contempt and resentment. It's only a matter of time.
Before it turns to contempt and resentment, there's a reason why that shit gets there.
It don't matter why it got there. We're here now. I don't want to do it no more. Respect my wishes.
And do you really want to be with a woman or man? That's constantly telling you that they don't want to do it no more?
No, I don't think he should have been with her.
Bro, they was together. Listen,
if he wasn't, listen. If he wasn't signing the papers because he was trying to be with her, that's a problem. Because you don't want to be with nobody.
That's why he didn't sign the papers.
Well, what I'm saying,
he was trying to be with her, and he was trying to keep the black love shit alive. Because if Pap didn't have Remy until he got that tune called in 2023, what the fuck did he have? Because when the last time you been to a Papoose show? When's the last time you listened to a Papoose mixtape?
I threw it back.
I'll wait.
I said I threw it back a couple weeks ago with some pop.
Oh Lord.
That nigga know he lying.
Lying like a motherfucker, bro. Like Christine said, the last time nigga listened to Papoose was 5 Boroughs of Death. You don't understand. I got New York City in the palm of my hand. That's the last time niggas listened to Pap. And for me, it was with Smack DVDs.
I ain't gonna lie, I never listened to Pap. I just see the freestyles on the internet.
And we not taking anything from Pap, but it's just like the facts is facts because he's a lyricist. Like you know what I'm saying? But it just
not going to my rotation.
It feels like y'all are taking shit away.
We're not taking nothing from Pat. We're talking about Remy was the breadwinner. Remy was the attraction in that relationship, and that's how some shit go. When you had keeping up with the Kardashians, right? And she was married to what's the nigga name that would play for the Nets? They wasn't watching TV for that nigga. They was watching TV for her. This is how it is sometimes. Kevin Federline, niggas was not checking for Kevin Federline. They were checking for Britney Spears. That's how this shit goes.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with sometimes that the woman is the main attraction in this shit. When Offset got pulled over when he was married to Cardi B and they was happy and shit, what did he say? I'm Cardi B's husband. He didn't say I'm Offset, nigga. I'm Cardi B's husband. Sometimes your wife is bigger than you, nigga.
There's nothing wrong with having your wife be bigger than you. All I'm saying is that like she don't get there by herself.
She was there before she met this nigga. Lean Back was out before she was with Papoose, nigga. India remix by MOP was out before she was dealing with Papoose, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about, Dot?
Yeah, I know.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like we've been on this topic a little too long, bro. We've been on this shit for like 30 minutes.
We gotta let this shit go, Doc.
And it's getting bedtime.
Yeah.
Well, who bedtime?
We about to wrap this up. Anything? Any
wait, pause. Who bedtime?
You ain't got no bedtime? Don't you got a curfew with your bitches?
No.
I don't got no bitch.
I don't know what she's talking about. What I was about to say is, it's about to be 8 o'clock over here, so it's definitely getting. Anything we want to say with Halle Bailey and DDG, we gonna run real quick.
We can wait. We can wait till next Tuesday. We'll do another
next
episode.
Tuesday, and Best we gonna let Best get his rant off on Halle Berry and DDG. Yes. Appreciate y'all for tuning in like I do every week. You know what it is, Controversial Best of Soup Show. We are here. We're probably gonna start recording on Tuesday because I kind of like this. But
Tuesday good for everybody.
This is good for me.
All right, so y'all go get episodes Wednesdays from now on.
Yep, and appreciate y'all for tuning in every week. I'm here with Meek Mill Braids, boisterous, slowly maturing, need more hoes. Best, Big Leo Energy, Big MILF, Big Leo Energy, Big MILF, Controversial Christine, yours truly, the coolest smooth podcast in the world, Vis Swoops, and the Brooklyn aficionado, Pat Poose defending, mansplaining, .G. It's my nigga. I gotta fuck with him. .G. California.
Pop wrong, son.
His name is Pat Poose. They keep calling him Pop. See, this is what's up. We got Haitian niggas trying to talk this shit. Hey, we gonna get it. We gonna get into it. But we out of here. Also, shout out to my son. His birthday was last week. He just turned 1. Birthday party was lit. And we going to Sesame Place and shit next month. I'm going to Sesame Place to SeaWorld. My son might be like the most littest 1-year-old ever because this nigga just get whatever the fuck you want. And yeah, we out of here.
Sound like you a sucker.